Pure, simple, wild, natural. Living close to nature allows you to forage, produce, and eat what Mother Nature provides. Living off the land is a very Finnish trait. I'm sure if Finland had an abundance of maple trees, they would be tapping them. Pine and spruce trees make up almost 90% of Finland's forests. Birch is the next most common tree, and turning birch sap into syrup is gaining popularity there. On the other hand, the sugar maple is Michigan's most common native tree species. Vermont is known as the sugar capital of the US, but Michigan has more sugar maples and could easily top Vermont. Travel through the Upper Peninsula in the spring and you will see bags and cans hanging off trees in the woods and in people's yards, collecting the sap that flows from maple trees starting in about mid-March when the temperatures rise above freezing. The sap is crystal clear, almost like water, and has barely any taste. This winter was long and cold. Temps didn't stay above freezing until the end of March. Our first taps went in on March 21st. We collected sap from 5 trees for about a week, collecting roughly 29 gallons of sap. That might sound like a lot, however it takes 40 gallons of sap to produce 1 gallon of syrup. Our 29 gallons produced roughly about 3/4 of a gallon of syrup. After we collected the sap, the next step was to boil it down. As the sap boiled down, the sticky, sweet smell of the steam made me hungry for pancakes. We reduced the sap until we were left with a little over a gallon. That was strained to remove any debris and brought into the house to finish boiling on the gas stove, where it would be easier to control and test with a hydrometer. It didn't take long and we had a golden-colored maple syrup. The syrup was a lot lighter in color than I thought it would be, and the flavor was a lot lighter as well. We learned the earlier in the season you collect the sap, the milder the flavor. Later season sap produces the richer, darker syrup with a distinct maple flavor. I would say our first time syrup making was a success. It's a rewarding feeling when you produce your own food. You know where it came from and how it was made, and I don't feel guilty when I drench my pancakes in it. Next year, more taps, more sap. For My Finnish American Life, I'm Kristen Ojanimi.